Hey guys, I'm literally so jazzed right now. Like, so jazzed. I'm over the moon happy. And I'll tell you why in just a second, because I want more people to be on here to be on all of the excitement right now. Because I'm seriously so pumped. So pumped. I'm downloading a video right now to send to somebody. And it's the news that I was going to tell you guys. I just want to make sure. Son of a... All right. Well, the file size is too large. Oh, well, I'll have to message him after. Okay. I'm so excited. I just got to say this right now. Okay. I go on to Facebook. Hey, hey, hey. Good. I got some more excitement in here. Yes. Okay. So great day. I get on Facebook because I just wanted to make sure everything was posting okay. And I had one of our members who is an enterprise member with us. So if you don't know already, if you're an enterprise member, you get this VIP treatment, which is with me. You get an onboarding where we go through and set up all these great systems and everything. Okay. So we did this for this guy. He's a member. His name is Doug. And he just messaged me. All right, y'all. And he said, "Hey, Elise, I hope you're doing well. I just locked up my first deal with DealMachine." Okay. Under contract for $52K and already have a buyer for $105. Like, hello, what? And he said, your tweak of changing. So what I'll tell you right now, he said, your tweak of changing the picture on to a picture of my family is the reason she called. So I'm so excited for him. I'm not even like on here to be like, oh, yay, me. No, I'm like so pumped because you guys getting deals and being successful is what makes me love my job. And that is my passion. So I'm just so excited. I'm sending him a video because I tried calling him and he didn't answer, and that's okay because he's probably closing more deals, right? But the thing was, he had a postcard and it was great. It had him and his wife, but his wife's head was like chopped off in the postcard, and I was like, we can't have her head chopped off. And he has two cute little girls, and I was like, you know what? Why? Like, do you feel comfortable having a picture of you and your family on there? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I go, I think that's going to make things more approachable for people to feel like they can reach out to you more. And wouldn't you know, guys, he's going to be, oh my gosh, he's going to make over $50K in an assignment fee. Like, what? And this is his first deal with DealMachine. I'm so excited for him. So anyways, I just had to share that because that's what's happening for me right now. And I just also wanted it to be like an inspiration for you guys to see that this can totally be done. Hello, Louise. So good to see you again. Carolyn. Oh, hello, girl. Great to see you. Dennis. Zeta. Hello. You're the second Zeta I've met. I love that name. Darius. Hello. I don't have WhatsApp. Sorry. Plus, I tend to be quite private. Ooh. My squeaky chair. But guys, that is what I'm telling you. Like, this is for real. I will tell you right now, like all the steps that I give people for onboarding into that. We got NYC in the house. Hope you're staying safe, Dennis. I'm super excited that you're here. We've got Matt. How's it going? We've got REI Trader. Howdy. So excited to have you guys. Let me share my screen here. So as always, I love as you guys scale up. Oh, David, I called David because I was so excited. And now he's like, why'd you call me? I'll tell him in a minute. All right, we got Amir here. Hello. Nice to have you here. So with that enterprise, we make each plan scalable, right? And I'm sorry for the darkness. I just want to let you know. I was out yesterday because I had 2 migraines back to back. And so like it's really dark in here and everything's on blue light filter and dimmed down because my eyes I don't want to have another migraine. Louise, I got a call today from someone who received my DealMachine mailer. Oh my gosh, you guys are making my day. Meeting with him tomorrow. Any tips? So I have some tips, but I'd love to hear from our community as well as what they would say. Depending on how much you asked him on the phone call, I would just take lots of pictures. Make sure you ask them if it's okay if you take pictures first. Just, if you can, do a video. I honestly, like I do a video and then with my phone, like I can take pictures as I do the video. So that's what I do. Make sure you check foundation, ask how old the roof is. Build rapport, big thing when you meet them, asking them about, how long have they lived in the area. And so things like that would probably be my biggest tips. Also, I've heard a lot and I don't think it's a bad idea. Bring the contract with you and try to get it signed there. Because you don't want to be, if you can run the numbers there, I'd run comps in the area beforehand and make sure you know what the area, numbers kind of roll out to. And then if you can get it under a contract there while you're there, that's probably best case scenario. So I'd bring a contract with you just in case. I'm so excited for you though. You have to tell us how it goes. Have to. Okay. I'm so excited, DealMachine fam. And then Louise, once you get that locked up, then I'll have you on live. I'm totally bringing, his name's Doug. I will bring him on here because I'm so excited that he got that deal and that his assignment fee was like out of this world. So I'm just really pumped. Pictures, video, physical, visual inspection, bring the contract. Yes. And that video and pictures will be really helpful for when you're trying to like get your buyers to go. Cause a lot of people how David does it before COVID would be like bringing all the buyers, like saying, hey, if you're interested to look at it, come on Sunday at this time. But since it's kind of sticky right now, like definitely, take a video, sending it out to some buyers and saying, this is a property I have under contract. And the more pictures and videos you have, the more likely they're going to like look at it and, feel more confident in putting an offer in. So excited for you. I have to ask, what template were you using that she gave you a call back, or did they say like why they called you over others? I'm just curious. I always want to know. The more information, the better. I'm so excited for this, fam. Let me get my screen up here. Okay, the real namaste. Namaste. I have a question. When I download my added properties, how do I download the notes? Great question. We don't actually have that ability right now. It is something that we have on deck to be doing. I've requested it, and so if we have it on the list. But right now you can't download notes. I know it's kind of a pain. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better thing. All right, so Louise used sample classic. Excellent. Did you change any of the colors or did you just leave it how it was? I just want to know all the things about how you did this. So sample classic is, just so everyone knows, this is the DealMachine Classic he's talking about. If it'll pop up. There you go. So this is the sample classic. Sorry, guys. I have my other thing open. And their house has some fire damage, he said over the phone. Oh, okay. So that's definitely something to note. It's going to be interesting tomorrow to see where the fire damage actually is on it, to look more into it. You're very welcome. I wish I had more for you. I'm so sorry. When virtual driving for dollars, how are you keeping track of where you went? That's a really good question. So what I usually do is, I first open up my DealMachine account and then I'll go to my map view, type in wherever I want to go, but let's just say this is the area I wanted to be in. So I wait for it to load, and obviously like I've added properties down this street because I have the little houses. So I will go down, I will be like, okay, I obviously already went over here. I'll pull it over. Gotta wait for it to populate. And honestly, another way you can do it, like, so I have no houses over here. So I haven't even been over here. But usually when I take a part of the city, so when I'm in the actual map, let me pull it up really quick. Okay, so I know that, like, so this is Arsenal Heights. I know I've driven most of these. Woodruff Place, I have not, but I know the areas that I've actually already driven. Like, I know I've driven by the Shepherd Community Center. So I go off of that more than anything because it's just quicker, but you can go off of your DealMachine as well. You just left it as is. Hey, that's perfect. I know plenty of people who leave it as is. I usually suggest changing up the colors just because if someone is also using the same and they just leave it default, you both look like you have the same postcard. But I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hear how your appointment goes tomorrow. We wish you nothing but the best, and let us know how it goes. What time are you meeting him? Because if it's by the live time, you should definitely hop on and tell me what's up. Couple of things, and they may be things I've already said before, but this is, again, just time for like quick demos, seeing what you guys need help with. Any questions that I can possibly answer, I will, because I want to make sure we are helping you guys stay consistent. All right. So something you should be doing once a week is checking to make sure and go further in your return mail. Okay. So if you send out postcards through us, they get scanned by the USPS everywhere it goes. So if it is returned to sender, it's scanned and then it stops the mail from sending further if you have it on like a campaign or a repeat. Okay, so every week, you know how I said like you need to once a week sit down, approve leads. This also goes into that sequence. So go into filtered, and you're going to go to deal status and go to return to sender. And then you can filter it out also by just that week that you're focused on. So then save those. All right, so these are my return to senders. What I would do then is export them. So go to this 3 dots in the top right, export these deals, and then I would go skip trace them if I haven't already and see if I have any extra addresses that I can start sending mail to. So you go into, like, say I do have some extra ones, what I can do is go into here, and right here I can add, and I would add the address manually into here and add it. So that way I add it to the mailing queue to start mail for it. Something you should just kind of put into your processes throughout the week. We have Amir. Is it a good idea to search around $1 million areas? I asked because I found a couple distressed vacant properties in that area. I know a lot of people who do focus on higher end properties and higher end areas. I think that you just have to make sure you have buyers that would want to buy in that area. But yeah, I'd say go for it. Is there an option filter where absentee ohms are the ones being displayed? There definitely is. So if you go out here, sorry guys, I'll get rid of that really quick. Okay. So get rid of this. If you go into filter on the list view, or you can do this on the grid view as well. But you go into filter and you go by owner type, you can see absentee, corporate, or owner occupied separate. So I can just do absentee owner, say filter, and then these are all going to be my absentee properties. Great question, Dennis. Great question. All right. So we went through the process. We want to make sure that we do follow up with return mailers. And people are like, you know, I hear so many people say, I get so frustrated because there's return. So I'm just going to throw them in the trash. Do not throw them in the trash. Do not. Okay. Because here's the thing. Someone else is probably throwing it in the trash too and thinking, well, I'm just not going to worry about it. Okay. But you go the extra step further, because guess what? Those guys, if your mail's not getting to them, no one else's mail is getting to him either. So you can go that extra step and make sure that you're contacting them. So look at it as an opportunity instead of something that's like wrong or bad. Dennis asks, how about on the map? Yes, definitely. So if you go to the map view, I can go to this little threefold map up here. Okay, and then I go to highlight properties, and then I can sit absentee owned. So then I just exit out of here. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. That had to have been loud. All right, and then I can zoom out. So there are a couple of absentee owners in here. And then you can just move the map. You got to give it a second to load because this is a lot of data that it's getting. So there's not too many absentee properties around here, because I think this is more like cul-de-sacs. So they're probably more owner occupied. Great question. I can't see the properties I've selected in the map view. Like the little houses, are they all just dots? There absolutely is a way to select and prove multiple properties at once to start mailing. Absolutely. I love this little character too. So if you go into list view, grid view, whichever you want, you can do bulk edits and bulk filtering. So you can filter out, like say I just want to do absentee owner filtered by this last month. Okay. Save filters. Say I want to start, and I want pending approval because that means I haven't started mail yet. So pending approval, save filters. Okay. And then go to the little three dots at the top right, and you can select all deals. And then this is where you can turn on start mailers campaigns. And then also edit mailing options. So say you have different templates for owner occupied, corporate, or absentee owned. You can go ahead and select which one you want and then edit all deals. And that will immediately start all mail for those selected. Let me know if you guys need me to show that again, okay? I never realized mine are actually just dots as well. For the ones you've added, because they should, if you've added the property, it should be a little like, here, should be a little gray house if you've added it to your list. Let me see where I can find some. I haven't added any over here. Oh, like this. Okay. So see how all of these are dots, but then this one's a little gray house? Hey, MWMMBH info. Okay, guys, can you message us through the chat support or here? Yeah. Can you message us through chat support? Because then they can go in and check to see what's going on. Because I want to get it fixed for you. And if you don't know where that's at, you can just go right here to the little question mark and it'll pop up over here. And just send them a screenshot of it, will you? Because they need as much information as they can get. I appreciate you guys letting us know about that. Louise, are these features only on the enterprise version? No, everything that I've shown you so far is all on the basic and professional. The other thing is that, like, so enterprise gets you the campaigns feature, which if you don't know what that is you get to make multiple templates and then put them in a segment. So you can have different templates going out each time and having a drip campaign go. And then you also get the landing page. So you have team members, you can have 5 partners and up to 300 people driving for you. And then you get this custom landing page that has a training portal for your drivers. Then you also get me for 4 weeks. We get to go through all processes, making sure everything's polished and completely onboarded. You get a kickoff call with our VP, Josh, about strategy. You also get access to the ballpoint marketing, and your deal credit amount goes down to 49 cents per postcard and per skip trace. I'm sure I'm forgetting something in there. Oh, you can also upload your lists. Professional and enterprise are the only plans that you can actually upload lists. And these are all my virtual driving for dollars properties. I need to get out and actually drive. I really want to. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad that it worked. Yeah, sometimes it's a little fickle, and if you have to like zoom in a little bit for it to actually like pop up. I'm trying to suggest that the houses are a different color than gray because I can barely see them. So we've suggested that, and I think that might be one of the new things that are coming in this next update. That new the CRM feature that I've showed you guys the last couple times, the new CRM feature will be for everyone. Pretty pumped about it. Pretty freaking pumped. Sorry, guys. Have to keep hydrated. What else you guys got? I'm like flying right now. I'm so excited like to hear that you guys are getting leads and you know, people responding to your postcards, and like just Doug telling me that he just got it under contract and is going to be making 50K plus on this assignment fee. It just makes me so overjoyed. I love it. Great question. So 49 cents per postcard. And the ballpoint would then be $1.50 because ballpoint's 3 deal credits. So it would be around $1.50 for ballpoint per handwritten letter. Yeah, postage and all, it would be about $1.50 for ballpoint, 49 cents per postcard though. Al! Oh, so good to see you, my friend Al. I just shared some really exciting news about a member that I helped through the VIP onboarding through Enterprise, and he just got a deal and is going to possibly lock it up for 50 plus K. And I'm just like so excited. I'm so pumped because we had him change. And this also was with another person. His name's Sean. I love him. He's also on our YouTube page under the success calls. And he changed I had him change his logo, or like he didn't have a picture on his postcard, and I had him change it to his picture, which was super cool because it was like one of those really like him on a park bench in a really slick suit, like his hands like this. And once he changed that, he got more calls. So guys, give it a try. Definitely like, so my picture is a selfie. I will admit that my picture on my postcards is a selfie, but I also flip between my picture and my logo in my drip campaign because you never know what people are going to actually like. And I actually just talked to someone, another VIP client today about that, where you can switch up between your logo and maybe, you know, something that's fun and something that's more, you know, conservative, because you can hit both demographics that way. But I'm just so excited. I'm so pumped. And I'm so pumped. Al is here. I'm just so pumped to see you all because I just had not been feeling well. And I was like, that migraine, if anyone gets migraines, like I feel your pain. You're very welcome, REI trainer. If there's anything else you have questions about with that, like let me know, let support know. We're happy to help and answer all your questions. Who's going to be on the webinar tonight? Who am I going to see there? Webinar tonight. Let me get this open. This is probably going to be weird. I'm going to see myself. You sure can change the default mail template. I will show you that in 1 sec. So where is it? This is going to be weird because I think I'm going to see myself on live. This is Doug telling me that he got that deal. I'm so excited. Me with my mask. Aha, here. So we've got Jason Lewis tonight. I'm going to just blow this up for you guys. Who's going to be on the webinar? Robert's going to be there. Awesome. So that's tonight. There is a post in the Facebook group to go on there. Jason is going to be talking to us about how he uses DealMachine. His driving for dollars makes up 38.42% of his real estate business, which netted about 1.18 million in 2019. Guys, this guy is gold. You are going to want to be on here and asking him all the questions. He is like the VA master. That's just my wording, not his. He does great work. I'm excited for him to be on with us tonight, and David, so that way you guys can ask him all these questions about, you know, what he does, how he's doing this, and then, you know, he's being so generous and giving back his knowledge to all of us and asking and answering all of our questions. So I'm really excited. I hope to see you guys there. But if you don't know, this is in the group, and also check your emails because David sent out an email about it and you need to register. There's a link in the emails or on this Facebook page. Al will be there. Excellent, my friend. Excited to have you there. All right. Now, also, did you see this? Who was this? Jonathan Jones got the Hall of Fame badge. Guys, share these. As you get them, share them. I want to see them. I want to celebrate with you guys. I literally wrote all of the wording for this because I have one that says, like, go get yourself a cupcake, because I thought, well, crying out loud, did they get a deal? I would want a cupcake. So anyways, Geoff, I hope I'm saying your name right, sir. But I will show you how to change the default mailing. So if you go into templates, you can go into the default, you can go into anyone. I know it says like, I have an old like OG account, so I didn't get any of the pre-made ones. But if it says like one, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to stay that template. What you do is go to select template style right here. And then you can choose from a ton of different ones. We have text on right. Here's a preview of that. Now, I will tell you guys, text on right is great. The only thing you have to be aware of is that it will cut off part of the picture. Okay. So just so you're aware, the one that is my favorite, which everyone who's ever been on here knows, it's the blocks template. Oh no, well, not Spanish Classic, blocks template, because it makes this picture the most like intense. Also, it crops this picture like perfectly. It like fits to the size. Oh, I'm just like, I'm flying high. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everyone. Guys, I want to celebrate your successes, so please let me know when you get deals. And any other questions? I just want to make sure I have that open. I want to make sure if anyone has any questions. LM31. Like the program, how does it compare to PropStream? Do folks use those in conjunction with one another? So I do know that people use us together. All I know about PropStream is that you can pull lists. I honestly don't know much more than that because I don't look at other, I know that sounds bad. I know the basics of what other companies do in this area, but I don't know a whole lot because I want us to keep being innovative and I don't want to make sure we're not like copycatting or anything. But yes, I do know that a ton of people do use PropStream with us because they pull lists from PropStream and then they can upload it into DealMachine. Is there also a way for a specific template to be selected when you add a property? Yeah, so great question. If you have a template that you want to be like your default, you would just need to go over here to the three little dots, click on settings, and then go to default mailing options. Right here, you can do automatically send, which will send, just so everyone knows, it will send once you add a deal. I do not usually recommend this because this means for all of your team that it will send, and you don't know if they're putting good properties in or not in the beginning. So approve deals individually, and then you can pick a campaign or you can pick a template, like template, this one, and you can put it so it sends repeating mail. I don't want it to go for forever. So I can put repeat mail 21 days, and then I can say how many days or how many times it should actually send. And then this setting will be my default going forward, like for everything that I have. So when I go into, and I'll show you guys right now, because I have a default right now in my list. So like if I go into one of these, my default campaign is absentee corporate owned property indie. That's my default. Eric, how can I export recent deals without exporting all deals? Great question, Eric. Definitely something we want to save time with and something we added. So if I wanted to export only from a certain date, so when I approve my stuff every week, what I do is I go to the filter button, go to filter by date. Sorry, Eric, I'll put this away so you can see this better. But it says filter by date added at the very bottom. You may have to scroll for this. My screen just makes it larger. But you click on this and then you can go from the week, like just 1 week, you can go from a single day, and then you just select filter and then make sure you press the checkpoint, the check mark or the save, and then you'll be able to see I've added 23. Guys, that's not very good for a week, but I have the weekend to get better at it because I should be adding 75. So that's how you do that. If you need me to show it again, Eric, I'm more than happy to show you too. I hope that helped. LM31, is there a way to obtain phone numbers versus just the addresses? I had a decent number of mailers returned for bad addresses, but suspect the phone numbers may have the same issues. I would definitely like I said with the return mailers, I download that list and then send it to another skip tracing company. We can skip trace right now. I will be completely transparent with you where our success ratings on that is about 65 to 70%. And it's expensive. You can go and do a bulk skip trace somewhere else. I'd say, like REI skip, things like that would be like 15 cents a pop. We are going to be getting down to that, and we are going to be upping our skip tracing game, and you can skip trace through us. But if you're doing more than one, I would definitely go through somewhere else as a cheaper option. Geoff, you're welcome. Eric, you're very welcome. Oh, yes. REI trainer. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier too. For LM31, just so you know, like the reference, it's like, you know, uh, oh, I'm sorry, Al. I just clicked on that and I didn't see it, but let me just finish this. LM31, definitely skip trace, find other addresses because it's not so much like everybody else is getting that address because that's the county's like main contact address. So go skip trace and find the other addresses. Like I said before, you can add those addresses if you go into the actual deal. You can manually put them in here and select them to mail further. Al, is there a way to zoom out without losing the highlights? I'll highlight absentee equity, but won't see them when I zoom out. You may have to take a minute. I'll be completely honest. It takes a minute because it's so much information. When I do it, like, I think my highlight's still on. Yeah. Okay. So it'll go out to a certain point and then it won't let you see anymore. So let me. So like here I'm good. You just have to kind of give it a minute. If you're going farther than this, I'm sure that's probably why it won't. You're gonna have to kind of scooch over. Actually, let's test it out, shall we? Let's see how high up we can go with it not going away. Yeah, so I'd say where we were is probably the farthest you can go out because there's definitely got to be more absentees over here. It's just showing me what it pulled before. Yeah, it's going to take it a little bit. Batch leads an option or REI. Oh, for skip tracing? I've heard both are great. I personally just go through REI skip because that's the one I hear a lot, but I know people that go through batch leads as well. So sorry, guys. I'm telling you, my throat gets dry after this. Recommended to search on DealMachine with filters on absentee owner or owner occupied. I'm sure it's personal preference, but curious which easy folks have had more success with. I'll tell you right now, David, our CEO, has had the majority of his deals be owner occupied. And honestly, I look for owner occupied distressed properties over absentee only. I mean, I still add absentee, don't get me wrong. But I look for owner occupied because no one else has that list. I know no one else has that list. The absentee ones, it's probably on someone else's list that they pulled from somewhere. But the owner occupied, like people aren't hitting. Those are real good organic leads. When I see one that hasn't sold in like 30 years, done. If anyone else would like to say how they feel preference wise on that, please say. But you know, absentee is always a good one to go with, but I definitely would not count out owner occupied at all. Great questions, guys. I'm loving this. I love talking to you guys. It's really, guys, it's so awkward when you're on here and no one's talking to you. And then I'm just like, am I boring? I don't want to say something that's like not, that's just kind of like blah. I don't know. I'm very transparent, guys. This is me. Any other questions? Deborah, hey girl. Hi, Lise. I'm out driving, but I can't open the app and you at the same time. I know. It's so hard. It's so difficult. Sometimes with YouTube, I don't know if that's possible or not. YouTube can, I don't know for lives though. I guess not. That makes me sad. I know. That's why I'm like really sad that I can't do like the lives while I'm driving for dollars. I don't have two phones. I have one. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do this actually driving for dollars. You're very welcome. If you need anything else, please let me know. On here, 2:00 Eastern Standard Time every day. So thankful to have you with us. Like, so thankful. Al, precious, thank you. You've been with me since the beginning with the IGs. So, I really appreciate that, Al. I love building these relationships. Catherine, can we trace cash buyers using the app? So I would say there is a way like that David's kind of hacked and I've hacked. If you find distressed properties or you find properties that look like new flips that are for sale, add them to DealMachine. And then what I have is a buyer's postcard. And you can also try calling them. And that's how I kind of help build my my cash buyers list. So it says on here, is this your property? Do you want more like this? And then I say, you know, we are a wholesaling business in the area and wondered if you would want us to contact you about houses like this. If you're interested, please call, text, or email us. Have a great day. Like that's what I would do. That's our way of doing it right now. I will tell you guys that we're hoping to like make some sort of platform for you guys, it easier for you guys to find them. It's in the pipeline of things we want to do. That's a great question, Catherine. Eric, can you explain adding a team member to an account? I sure can. So a couple different ways. If you are on basic or professional, this is the way you're going to be adding team members. Enterprise, you have two different options. So how to add a team member. You go over to the three little dots. You're going to go over to team and you're going to click invite team member. Now, when you do that, you just need to enter their email address. Big thing for this. You and the person you're inviting will get an email confirmation with a link for them to sign up. They need to go through the link. If they go to DealMachine.com, it's going to ask them to pay. If they ever get prompted for putting in a credit card, they have gone through the wrong thing. And I actually usually forward the email that I get to them because sometimes that email gets sent to like their spam folder or something. So I would just, for safe caution, like send them that. That's how you invite a team member on the basic and professional plan. If you're on the enterprise plan, you can invite a team member or you can collect deal finders, which is your own landing page. So this is where you have your own URL that you customize, and this has your training videos on it. If you are enterprise, I would suggest overall just have all of your team go through this because then you don't have to keep trying to teach them how to do this. This goes through payment. We have our own default videos in here that you guys can use, but you can also customize these videos, which I do suggest. Josh is great and his videos are great. But I would definitely suggest putting your own videos. Let's see. Here's a sample of like just one of the videos.
Hey, this is Josh with DealMachine, and today I'm here to talk to you about how you're going to get paid for the properties that you submit into DealMachine. Your team owner has decided to pay you every time they close a deal off of a property.
So there's Josh, great picture face I just landed on. And then also what's great about this page is that it sends a welcome email right when they're done with all of the training videos. So you can customize this as well. It's all customizable. So this is another way to invite people. And I highly recommend if you have the landing page to use it. Catherine, I should turn on notifications. Yes, you should, because I would love to see your face on here more. Does it include homeowners info like emails and contact info, contact number, and mailing address? So it does give you the basic owner info. So what that includes, and I'll show you right here, what that includes is the owner's name and their mailing address. So like this is the property info. This is the property address, but as you can see, it's an absentee owner. They're in actually California. So it will give you that much. If you use an enhanced search, we'll give you phone numbers and, phone numbers and emails and things like that. We can give you that. It is more pricier through us. I would say get your list up to that 200 plus leads and then export it and then skip trace it. Lady B, I am new to DealMachine and started driving for dollars today. Is there any way for DealMachine to pin the house automatically instead of me typing? Abso-frickin-lutely, girl. Okay. Couple of things. And I'm going to actually show this not on my screen. Only because it gets very confusing because when you're driving, you're not using a desktop. Okay. So when I'm in DealMachine, this is exactly the process I go through when I start driving. Okay. You have it open, and I know, girl, you're typing them in manually up here. No need. If you say you're driving for dollars today, make sure you're clicking on this arrow at the top. Sorry for my bad fingernail polish, but click that arrow at the top until it's blue. Okay? Have it be blue. I just want to make sure everyone sees that. Okay? And then that means that it's going to be following you around. And then press start driving. All right? And then once you start driving and say you pull up to a house you want to add, okay? Okay, oh, sorry. So tap on the property. You just tap on the little dot, okay? And it's going to pull up down here and it's going to ask you if you want to add the property, and that's how you add it. And that's corporate owned. I might add that. Yeah, I'll probably add that because they're definitely buy and hold because they bought that in 2016, and I know that street has been taken up. I hope that helps, Lady B. Let me know if that works. Highly silly question. No such thing. Can you go over the basic from the beginning of logging onto DealMachine once we start to drive? I've been down for a while due to personal reasons, but I'm ready to roll now. I've noticed some changes with the system. Of course, we're so happy to have you back. I don't see your name, but we're happy to have you back. Yeah, so just kind of what I just went over, this screen is going to be your map screen is what is going to open up when you first log on. So you open up the application, and it's not a silly question at all. I'm fine with that. You go, so let me just I'll do one better. I'll log out really quick. Okay, so I open up the app, and I go over to the login button. Put in my login credentials. All right, this is the point where, and I highly recommend this, you get a mount for your phone on your car. We got to be safe. Okay. So this is where I have it on the mount. I press my arrow over here to lock into my location. And then I press my start driving button. And then I start driving. And then I will tell you right now, I usually take it off of pin mode. Oh, this is so backwards. Pin mode. And I do tap to add. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Tap to add mode. Now, what this does is when I tap on the property, it's automatically added into my system. Oh, cheese and rice. Okay. So I'm driving and I want to just add it. So I tap it. I added it. Done. Now, take a picture. So then when I add it, tap that, take a photo, awkward photo of my hand. Denying. I'm getting a call from somewhere weird. Take a picture. I got to make sure I don't send this out. And then look, there's my picture of the house, aka me. And then that. And then I can just keep driving along and adding properties. Let me know if you need it in more detail. I definitely got your back, and it's not silly. I actually am hoping to do a video next week of actually like step by step how we go driving for dollars. Deborah, I keep losing connection. No, I can't pull up DealMachine while you're on. I'm driving around in California now. You know what? DealMachine's more important than me right now. And I think it's just because there's two applications. But I appreciate you wanting both of us up. Do you still add properties to DealMachine that are tied to LLC? Yes. I know of a way to skip trace them for the owners. Would it be worth it to contact them as potential Abso-freaking-lutely. Especially if you know how to skip trace them, because that can be difficult for them being an LLC. But definitely add them and get them on a buyer's list. I mean, you're already driving around. Why trash them instead? Like, when instead you could reach out to them and send them a simple postcard or skip trace them and call them and see. I mean, you're already going to be looking for not only distressed properties, but you need buyers to buy them. And if you know they're already buying in that area, you can kind of, what I would say is, once you get buyers for those areas, you know they already buy there, like put them in that map section. You can put in a spreadsheet or whatever. And then you'll know when, because I'm saying when, not if, when you get a call from one of those properties, you're going to know, okay, I know they're interested in this area. I'm going to call them up and see if they want to buy this property. Boom. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad that worked. Cool. Awesome. Cannot wait. Lady B, keep us up to date. I want to know all the things. Catherine, how much do you charge for sending postcards? Great question. So basic plan, it's 99 cents. Professional plan, it's 69 cents. Enterprise, it's 49 cents. Now, when you get to the professional and the enterprise plan, you get ballpoint letters. Those are 3 deal credits each. So they're going to go up in price. On basic plan, it just sticks to the 99 cents per postcard. Oh, good. So glad. I love a good thumbs up. I love all the emojis. As you can tell by all of the banners that I use, they're my bit emoji. I would like to use my new Facebook emoji or Facebook avatar or whatever they call it now. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to be heading off of here if there's not. I'm getting ready for, don't forget the webinar tonight, guys. I'll see you on there. I'll be in the chat, so make sure you give me a little hey. And don't forget to come on. It's at 7 o'clock. I have another reminder in the Facebook group if anyone forgets. Also, if you want to ever come on here every day, I have a link. It's just DealMachine.com/live, and it links to the live every day and also the live playlist. If you ever want a friend if you want to play the playlist as you're driving or virtually driving, happy to be on here. I am going to have more guests on here. I hope, I don't know if you guys would want that or not. I want to give you what you guys want. So I'm hoping to bring on Doug, like the guy I mentioned earlier. I hope to have him on to talk about his deal and what he's doing, because everyone's in different areas. And I want to make sure we're getting a good charcuterie board. Oh man, that was not what I should have. I sample platter. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, if there's no other questions, I'm going to head off. I appreciate you all. Have a beautiful day. And, I got one more question. Catherine, does it include homeowners info, like mailing address and emails? It does include basic owner info. Not, it gives mailing address, but it doesn't give out emails or phone numbers unless you do a skip trace through the app, which is 99 cents, just like the mailers. But I hope you all have a great day. See you tonight on the webinar. Don't forget, 7 o'clock.